Okay. I think I'm ready to start. I think I also decided I was going to switch to keyboard and mouse, didn't I? I don't know. I might go a little bit longer, but I'm getting, the more I play, the more I dislike the whole controller aspect of this. So we'll go for now until I get set up, I guess. I don't know why that backed up, but okay. That was loud. Vi, I really don't know how you play this way. I know you said it took you a long time to get used to it. But holy shit. This is hard. Powdered sugar. I like the name. Pains me to say, but all the gil in the world can't buy loyalty. There are some like you who can be trusted, but then there are others. Until now, I had no choice but to rely on the charlatan Severin, even though I am full aware he's been doing shady deals behind my back. More than once, I heard tales of improper trading with goblins. I wouldn't be the least surprised that if what were happening right now, not a Belago. Wait. I'll just read that again. I wouldn't be the least surprised if that weren't happening right now. Not a Belago. What the fuck's a not a Belago mean? The sack of oranges vanished, as did Severin. I want you to find and confront that bastard for me, Baru. I'm sure you're wrongdoing. There's wrongdoing afoot. So be sure to /doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Bell equals an hour? I have never heard that phrasing before. Like, really never heard it. How you doing, Kat? You have a good day? I think I'm gonna end up playing mouse and keyboard, by the way. I had a run in with a rude healer on my main, but other than that, I've been good. You know, I'm trying to think of like people I've run into that been like verbally rude, and outside of like Alliance raid, I can't think of a time where I had a regular duty, like 4 or even 8 man, where that was really an issue. It's only really been Alliance raid. I've had some people that are really bad at the game and didn't talk, or did stupid things and didn't speak, but I've never really run into the like really rude assholey people outside of Alliance. Bloody hells. I'm on the strat without a panel. No, you're not. You're already have a paddle. I can tell. That's why I'm doubting you. What's this now? Stalin sent you out for the oranges, huh? So the old bugger had known all this time? What does it matter anyway? Listen, you're one of those goody-good adventurer types, right? Go rescue my mates from those double-dealing goblins, then just over yonder on the bonfire. Okay. Like I said hello at the beginning, but forgot my tank stance instead of just saying, hey, tank stance. It happens so often, like people forgetting tank stance happens so often due to level sync and job switching that you should never get upset at anybody unless they refuse to turn it on. Then you can get upset about it. Like if you had been like, no, fuck you, then that's a perfectly reasonable thing, especially when there's so many Omni 90s nowadays and shit. It's like people play like so many other jobs. And in my opinion, tank stance, you should have to click it off. Like, I think if you change into a tank, it should automatically be on and you have to click it off. I don't know. Like, it should be like, think of your crafters. You know how you have the auto sneak and you have to click off sneak? I think it would be better if it started in tank stance and you had to click it off. I think that would be so much more efficient. Same thing with Carbuncle. I think a summoner should start with Carbuncle summoned. It's silly that it's not. Like if they had just said, hey, tank stance, they would have just apologized. Yeah. Severin sent you. Huh. The way he flew out of here, I was sure he sold us down the river. Oops. You notice all three healer and DPS were from the same world, so I checked to see if they were from the FC and the healer was in the same FC as someone else. So I think people were more likely to be rude if they were with friends. If you hadn't come, my dodo would have been cooked. Cooked dodo. You like your dodo being cooked, eh? All right, Elmer. I owe you one. Would have gotten myself or away myself if not for Severin showing me aside. Okay, shoving me aside. So it seems like Severin's a coward. That's all I'm really grasping from this quest. You saved my mates, and for that I owe you. Suppose I should be ashamed I couldn't clean up my own mess, but a pirate knows no shame, and I have no qualms about going back on my word. I only given you this sack because I like to cut. I like the cut of your jib. Take it to Auntie and send him my regards. But that's 3 sacks of oranges, not a single sack. Had the fastest Delta Escape 3.0. The lady can turn you into a frog though. Oh, I had one of those. I had one of those as well, where you beat her before you go into the world. That's why I was saying that, like, if you can get a good group, I think you could farm tombstones off those better than it would be to go to Armvale, only because you would get more. So you would get more people tombstones per run than it would be if you did Armvale, because Armvale you're only getting 4 people, and this you would be getting 8 people, so you would be getting more overall tombstones if you can beat that marker. It is, to me, it's faster and more efficient to do it that way, but I haven't been able to find like groups that are set up for it. It's gonna run out of time. I got my earring, but I wish I was hoping to get other things as well. Look at that, not a single missing either. About the only thing not here, the bagmen, or those bagmen, and I don't miss them one bit. Here's Stalin's payment for you. With you, I can trust it'll reach him. I'm trustworthy, chat. Yay. I love Fortnite with people. I would too, because I mean, it's a really simple, easy fight. Oh, you're talking about Armvale? I don't have all the blue spells and I don't know what to do. So, and the one thing I hate about people who do farm groups is, like, generally they're not willing to teach other people. They're just ready to go. And then I'm just like, well, if you taught more people how to do it, then you would have a larger pool to make your groups go quicker. That's why, like, when we were doing binding coal, I loved how it was so easy that you could take some dead weight and people were teaching other blues how to do it. But like when you're doing a four man, you don't have as much wiggle room to, you know, to fuck off. And I don't like that. I really like the binding coal thing. Like I could grind that all day. Like, no, actually I did, because I grounded it for myself and I grinded it for Violet. I'm gonna have to start doing blue though, because I know Akita wants to do the blue challenge, and I want to do it too. I really do, but I've been procrastinating really badly. I need to go finish my my blue quest, and I need to start working on the spells, but I've just been procrastinating so much. I think after I'm done with your Final Fantasy, I might be more inclined to like work around other things, you know, because I won't feel like everything's a time constraint. We'll just have to see. What's up, Darwin? Let's see, back in one piece. That's a relief. How did you fare, Barrio? With this, you got your payment. This is what I'm aiming for. Looks to be all as owed. All right, though, I'll be telling you false if I claimed I had not held out for more hope for Severin. I was willing to overlook the scheming off the top, but to sell us all short in favor of those godforsaken goblins, that makes me sad because I like the goblins and Final Fantasy 11. You do well to remember yourself around the two guild cheat, and he'd leave his own mate for dead. There's no telling where you do to you. So why did you decide to play on this server, Cat? Won't fix it. Yay! We got through the gate. Now 1 and 1, and now we have this. Now we look like a scary man. What's up, old timer? Blast! At this rate, the crops will never be ready for harvest. If only we had black loam. Just a bit could send our stocks soaring. I'll bet Rothwada knows where you might find some. Perhaps you might pay her a visit in the orchard. Perhaps. Like, if we don't need blue for 3.0, I'll be game to join. You don't need blue for 3.0 farm, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, Delta, I was doing it with a regular group. You didn't need blue. I mean, blue would probably make it faster, but it was a server I started on, so I had many characters before I switched my main over to Coral, so I could still have a character on Fairy. The friend who got me into Final Fantasy is on here, but we haven't talked in a while. Oh, so it's just kind of like nostalgia. The Gurkant got a head of cabbage. Or wait, that Gurkant got a head of cabbage if he thinks I'm fetching him a black loam. But if you dare to pinch some of the cookpot, then be my guest. Just mind you don't get trampled upon by the Arcros that dwell there. Once you're 3 bushels worth, take the blackthorn to whatever that person's name is at Tiller's Rest. He'll know what to do. I don't know what this is. Shit. What? Fuck. What did I do? What have I done? Oh god. How did you not just randomly die from wrong button? So I haven't even looked at the guild charter. Is it just me and Akita and you? Can't remember who's who. So how serious are you about being on this this server? Like, are you gonna actively level and stuff on it, or is it just kind of a mess around thing? Now I'm just playing the story on a new character. Ah. So more or less what I'm doing. I don't even have my carbuncle out. This is what I was talking about. Why can't the carbuncle just stay summoned? The plan was to play either the poster job or a job that was introduced by the expansion. For example, you're talking about the poster job for each one, so like it would be warrior for this one, dragoon for Heaven's Ward, samurai for Stormblood, Dark Knight for Shadowbringers. What's Endwalker? Is Endwalker considered, is it Reaper? Because I don't think the Warrior Light in the cutscene uses Reaper, do they? The only one I'm not doing that with is AAR, because I'm leveling multiple jobs. Oh. I went the wrong way. I went a really long way. The poster job or either job that was introduced. Gotcha. Because I'm sorry I can't play Paladin. I do not enjoy Paladin. What would you need to play Paladin for? Because Warrior, I thought Warrior was the poster job for A Realm Reborn. Weeds wither and die in the desolate dirt. Oh, Endwalker. Is it? And don't tell me Gurkhant and Rothwad neglected to mention where Black Loom comes from. Well, surely you'll figure it out on your own from the fog and stench. It comes from their lair. Wait, their lair of all places. Is there shit? Well, why dwell on what misled whom about what? What matters is that your efforts have brought us the Black Loom, and we can expect a bountiful harvest. Yeah, so we went and got manure, essentially. I don't think I need that. I don't think isn't my, hold on. Isn't that already? Yeah, this is already better. Confounded pirate. All right, we're actually going to stop here. I'm going to abandon that so we can read it. I want to pick this quest up on Warrior because we're already starting to out level. How do I fucking get back into it? Duty, journal. Oh, will it not let me abandon it? Yo, what the fuck? No! All right, confounded pirates. They know nothing of tilling or killing, stealing our shovels to melt, forge into axe of all things. They're biting their hands that feeds them, The many mongrels. I'd love to teach those curs a lesson in obedience myself. If I hadn't sworn to Stalin that I wouldn't fight no more. So I need you to bring back our farm tools and make sure that the dogs reap what they've sown. Okay. Let's hope I get abandoned. I'm used to the later stuff where you have to be on the job you pick the quest up on. You remember that? I'm used to that shit now, and I just immediately think that I need to to switch. So, Dragon for Heaven's Ward, monk or Red Mage for Stormblood, Dart for Shadowbringers, undecided on for Endwalker. It depends on if I like Reaper or not. I think you actually like Reaper. Reaper's fun. It's just easy. You know, it's just an easy DPS. It is fun though. I like it. I don't like leveling it. So we are gonna go pick up Warrior. I also need to pick up the Arcanist quest. So, or Marauder, I'm sorry. Then at level 15 we'll also have Thief we can do. I don't think I'm really going to worry about crafts at the moment. Crafting's kind of you know. Let's go get the Arcanist quest first. Only started leveling crafters so I can repair my own stuff. Yeah. Not really the only reason to. Yes, Mario, the time for your next lesson is upon us. You are keeping well, I trust. Taking the occasional brisk walk. One can form sound thoughts if one fails to maintain a sound body. Now, assuming you have been following, how did I say her name? Clelia's instructions, you should be ready to face the more dangerous threats found in the Western Lenosha. And I speak for roselings and wild jackals. And yes, I would have you vanquish 3 of each. 'Tis the perfect sample size. The first act of preliminary test case. The second test to test your hypothesis. The third to perfect the tactics you desired. Speaking of which, I trust your strategy will consist of more than simply flinging ruin over and over again. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. You're not a novice once were, and your skills in the field ought to reflect that. If you find yourself wanting for other approaches, consider an assault with ruin in tandem with attacks from your carbuncle. Well-timed attacks can deal crippling blow to your opponent. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. Just spam fucking ruin. Look, they're trying to make it sound like it's more than it is. No, man. So I don't have fish or culinary unlocked because I don't need those to repair anything. Oh, yeah. Curious about the Marauders Guild, are you? Any axe worth wielding? If you're mind to make your Marauders art of work, then our guild welcomes your open arms. What you say? Can you join our ranks? You've got the right kind of fire in your belly, I'll give you that, but you're still a bit wet behind the ears, lad. Come back when you have a chance to plant your feet firmly as a adventurer, then we'll talk. Before you can take up any another discipline, you must first complete the level 2. Oh, I was unaware of that. That's the quest I have on. How you doing, Mixio? Was it Lower Lenosha? I think it was. Oh, what? Oh, it's a swift perch now. Oh. Completely wrong area. I can go the other way, but I'm just gonna go to the port. I didn't realize it sent me there that early. Because I mean, the MSQ still has you here. What the fuck? And my character just stopped walking. I'm afraid the Alport ferry is out of service for repairs. Until such time as seaworthy again, might I suggest familiar yourselves with the rights of the fair city and your skills as an adventurer? Oh, fuck. I didn't know that. Yeah, all right. You know what? I'll do my first teleport because I'm already lazy. Already getting lazy. Well, this is gonna be a long ass fucking run. I don't think the Chocobo Porter will go there. We'll look, actually. Nope. Do you have to like interact with each one before they go there? Like, do you have to walk there first? If so, I feel like that defeats the purpose of a porter. Doesn't that feel like it defeats the purpose of it though? I feel like those things would get used a lot more if you could get it to actually go to the next zone. I mean, true, but if you're like me and you're rocking 1,000,000 gil, you can just teleport. Or, I mean, I've got 150 Aetherite tickets too, so. I'm a rich bitch. Oh, yeah. What are some jackals down here? I'm going to get those while we're here. I'm going to get the teleports that I can get as I get them. I didn't just ruin spam. I used other abilities, chat. Look at me. I'm doing it. What? It says there's a... What? That is... They said that my quests were in a different fucking castle. What the hell? Oh, wait. No, that's recovered the farm tools, isn't it? Yeah. It's never... Never mind. It's not in a different castle. I don't know if it's a preferred thing. or if it's a specific case of new server, the first characters on materia get a mil when they reach level 30. What? What? Do they really? Where is materia though? Like, what data center is materia? That's on Oceanic, isn't it? Yeah, that'd be terrible. Like, I mean, if I lived in California, maybe, but like living in the East Coast, that's probably terrible for me. But I need you to come set up my buttons. That way, if you set up your buttons, and I learn how to use the controller, I could always just play your character with your buttons, and we'd be like globally good. That is a cool incentive though, Pool. If it wasn't for the lag, I'd consider just stopping this playthrough right here and restarting. But the lag would be, oh, I mean, I guess if I'm not raiding, technically it wouldn't matter at all. Should we ditch Cat and go start a character on materia for 1 mil that I already have that Violet just gave me? Because I can actually transfer money on this data center, but I can't transfer money on materia. I'm kidding, Cat. Is that what server Ever's on, or is Ever on a different one? I haven't talked to Ever in a while. Oh, a blister on my hand. I did attune myself, didn't I? Yeah. I'm going ahead and going down here and getting Alports. Now level 15, I think we can go to the novice thing and get the gear from that. Do y'all Steam ever just stay lit up? Like sometimes like a notification stays lit up even after I've seen it. I don't know why. Welcome back, Bar. How did it feel conquering such ferocious foes? Let us ride the wave of triumph onto the even more demanding rather and dangerous challenge. Your next training exercise will have you accompanying Farseer Kalia on one of her inspections. The first experience will afford you the opportunity to witness firsthand the practical application of Arcanima. Pray do not tarry. One Baru Kalia awaits you on the floor below with further detail. A timely appearance, as I expected. Shall we proceed directly to the job at hand? I have been tasked with examining the wares of Goblin Peddler caravan ran by a Boylestock family. Our agents suspected the beastmen merchants are dealing in forbidden goods. As such, I have calculated that announcing an inspection has a 6% chance of inviting physical violence. I have prepared a strategy to respond to this possible shift in hostilities, but there is important precondition you should be made aware of before we discuss the finer points of my plan. Though I considered gifted in the formation of tactics, I lack the reflexes and coordination necessary to employ many of these self-same strategies on the battlefield. Pray keep this factor in mind and adjust your preparations accordingly. Now, should the goblins offer battle, you are to execute combat pattern 1345, otherwise known as stratagem focused fire. You are to use your carbuncle will concentrate your attacks on a single foe, and one by one, the enemy will wither under the combined onslaught. Probably a victory 95%. Reports place the peddler of the victim on the cookpot in the middle of Nosha. I will depart immediately to assess the situation. Seek me out once you're there. Okay. I got 3 more mail. What the hell? I thought we got everything. Weird that 3 more would just randomly pop up. Go see what that is. Oh. Oh, these are shop items. Didn't the summer event start or getting ready to start? Thought it started today. Normie girl. I think Vaz planning on doing all that because she wants to get the outfits for both, but I think it's all the same outfit, so she doesn't need 2 sets. I think her original plan was to buy 1 set and then sex change, and then buy her race change back to male and buy that set too. But I think it turned out that they're not gender locked this time. It's just one outfit. It is one outfit. I looked it up. The new world status is way more incentives than preferred. How do you mean? I am Foreseer Kalia of Milvan's Gate. You are to cease all transactions and surrender your goods for inspection. Nasty, sneaky peekers. Gobby spit uplander. Nosy and stabby iron. A predictable, aggressive response. Very well, Bar. Remember what we discussed. That got me bad. I'm actually hating it. I'm not enjoying it so far. Just everything about it. It actually hurts my hand to hold down the triggers for abilities. Like it actually hurts them. I'm not really a controller user in general. Like I'll use them for games that generally require controllers to be played well. Like I've done all these Final Fantasies on it, but like this one just, it doesn't feel right. Nicely done. Adaptation, improvisation. Improvising. I can't even say it. Improvisation. I might have been observing our beloved guildmaster himself in action. That was a perfect example of how strategy has been given tasks should be tailored into the abilities of the assessor. In other words, before you begin formulating your tactics, it is necessary to fully understand your own strengths and weaknesses. On that note, there are another question I would ask you. When it comes to improving the probable success of a strategy, do you consider it more effective to concentrate on playing to your strengths or shoring up your weaknesses? Oh, again, you responded. The guildmaster once did. I must revise the probability of our potential to attain greatness to 97%. You are one to keep an eye on. That much is certain. But to return to the subject of battle plans, your calculations must include an accurate assessment of your ability to available techniques and their relative effectiveness. This requires you to be critically aware of your own limits, the limit of your allies, and the characteristics of your enemy. What's up, Ditzy? I believe that covers everything for today. Please return to the guild and make your report to Mistress Thumb until next we meet. I shall abide here until... Okay. The yellow jackets come. I can't return. Damn it. I don't remember the music not being on loop. Or is that something I might have to turn that on? I'm not. They really do. I don't remember them being this dead. You would think that they would be on like repeat, but they've got like long periods of dead air. But not all of them, like more donuts, like on a fucking crazy ass loop. I did see, what server are you on? Or what data center are you on? I want to do a thing before we move any further. I want to transfer my layouts to this and then build a controller layout off of that. Oh, you're on Primal? Damn, I made this character on Aether. Back from the field windup, or Barrio rather, Kalia contacted me with the summary of events. It seems you were treated to a lecture on knowing thyself. That particular lesson is ordinarily taught only in the intermediate practitioners. Without a sufficient store of combat experience from which to draw, it is difficult to fully appreciate the profundity of such seemingly simple truth. Nevertheless, I feel confident that you will soon be ready for even more ambitious assignments. Keep up to your studies and maintain the razor edge of your mind, whatever. One last thing, Mario, considering your dedication you have shown towards our discipline, I have decided to permit you leave to explore the teachings offered by other guilds. I would suggest, however, that you first master the science of Arcanima. The strategic training you received here will serve you with no matter the path that you eventually choose to walk. Return to me when your reasons tells you the time is right. Armory unlocked. A new book. Now we can go unlock Marauder. The NPCs for dungeons are super responsive. I accidentally peeled aggro off one of the other mobs in the NPC tank immediately. Took it back. Dang it, Will Robertson. All right, I'm going to log out. We are going to try to transfer my stuff over. Okay, so to transfer stuff over, I need to go see what was it again? Oh, it's documents, right? Documents. Is it Square Enix? No. What was it? Vi linked me a thing on it. Documents. My games. Realm Reborn. Here we go. I've been building my own computer since I was 16. So yeah, I build my own computer. All right, so the newest one added. Here's the weird thing: is trying to find which one is the right one. I had it written down at one point. And I forget how I found it originally. I think you can like check a log and get it from chat logs. All right, so all right, so that's from 2015. That's probably my original. Or one of my old originals, so not that one. So I'm getting a pre-built and it has 116 gig RAM card. Should I keep it and keep it and to 18 gigabyte or take out the 16 entirely? If you want to expand from 16 gigs, you would get another 16 gig stick. The amount of like boost you would get from taking out the 16 gig and adding to 8 gigs would be tiny. If you just want to add your 2x gigabyte sticks, you can as well. You're not going to be able to really run dual channel if you have mismatched like a 16 and two 8 gigs. You can put the 2 8 gigs in dual channel and then add the 16, but I don't think it reads that way. I have 216 gigs myself. And anybody is welcome to correct me if they think I am wrong. All right, so what is this one? Brewer's Beacon. Cast my line in Skull Valley. So this is fishing. Control F. All right, so this should be the right one. 2021 though. It should be one that's 2022. Right? That's an old one. Not that one. Or that one. That might be my current one. All right, it should be. All right, this is probably Control F. Borrow. Can't find borrow though. Violet. Not Violet. Feel like it should be this one though. All right, so bronze and gold is power saving. So it's how much power it takes, like how much it would cost you to run it. You know how you have energy savers on appliances and stuff like TVs and stuff like that. The higher the so bronze would be the weakest as saving you money per power. Gold would be higher. I think platinum's the highest. That's all that is. All that is rated on how much it requires or how much it would cost for you to run that said power supply. I personally get like gold, just gold or silver, because bronze is usually the cheap and cheap. Even the parts are kind of cheaper. So silver or bronze is going to be better, just not only in parts, but also it will save you some money as far as power. Your astral impulse. I think this is it. The Queen's Waltz. This, it has to be this, unless this is violet. But that dates back to 2022. It might be violet. B19. Actually, this is fun. This has the further chat log. Control F. Not Naru. Baru. Damn it. I obtained something. Yes, you finished mining Chocobo. So this is Baru's thing. And we want all the data from this. But we want to put this on our new one, which was created. I guess it's that one. Yeah, it would be that one. So we need to take this. This even does our keybind, and drop it here, I think. Yes, because that's new. Drop it here, paste, replace. All right. So that should, in theory, chat, give me all of all of the stuff from my other character. Also, the pre-built doesn't have so good airflow, and a person using liquid cooled AIO to help with design. So what's the question? I mean, AIOs are actually not better heat sinks than, say, like a regular fan heat sink. Linus Tech Tips, I think it was, that did a breakdown of AIOs and how much thermal difference between the two, and it's so minuscule that it's actually cheaper to have a regular air. However, if you do have a low airflow case, I think the AIO may actually be a little better, just because the thing for the big one is better to move more air quickly. Should you do that as well? Here's the thing with a lot of that stuff, unless like decent airflow is, unless you're overclocking or you're running to like a really big video card, like I don't know, like a 3080 Ti or something like that. You always want to make sure you have enough room in your case, but overheating is still going to pull down to if you got your fans actually circulating the air. As long as this air is circulating well and you're not overclocking, and you're, again, not running like a large video card. If you are running a large video card, it is better to have more airflow just so you don't overheat the card. But if you're using, I don't know what you're using, so it's kind of hard to say. A lot of people overreact to cooling solutions when it's not needed. If you have a typical mid-sized case, you should be okay. Do you have a link to the case? I'd be more than glad to take a look at it. And when I say that, is a lot of people go really over the top, and a lot of it is not necessary, including myself. I have a Fat Boy case, which is huge and open. I don't need it, but I like the case, so I got it. If you would like to post, if you do have a link and you would like to post a link, !permit, and you can post a link. I need to get back into the game. I wish water cooling would brew water for my coffee too, like water cooling maximum machine guns of Eld. I like water cooling because it's easy. It's easy, and it doubles as air for your top of your case as well. And I'm not overclocking, so it works perfectly fine for me. And I just like installing it better than I do a typical heatsink. However, I have two computers with two Fat Boy coolers on it, and they work perfectly fine, if not better than what I have. I like it all. AIO is all contained. It's already done. If you really want to do a lot of overclocking and stuff, though, get real liquid cooling, not an AIO. All right. So yeah, this is old though. This is my main one. Okay. So let's switch. So I should go to character. Oh, wow. Why does that change that? Again, zombie creeper, you, don't worry, you're fine. Do exclamation mark permit like this. Type that and it will permit you. Post a link. Yeah, let's take a look at this case, chat. Is this wrong? Oh, so this is the pre-built that you bought. 3060. Do you have it yet? Like, do you already own it? Like, have this at your house? Because this should be mesh. So I don't know if you can tell, but this front panel right here should be mesh. And this slice right here should also have holes in it. So this is not covered up like you may think it is. This should be dotted mesh. If it's not, then at least this part will allow airflow. So I think you're fine with what you have. I really don't think you're gonna have an issue. Did the review say anything bad about it? Review said it's too thick. Okay. Where are the reviews on Newegg? Newegg has changed a lot since I used to use this. Now I use PC Part Picker and buy off Amazon. Where are they? Oh, on YouTube. Well, I mean, I would go off of somebody that's more knowledgeable of the case than myself. I personally think if it's the pre-built, you'll probably just be okay unless you start overclocking. They shouldn't design a case in where it would fail, or design and sell a product like that where it would fail, because it would just be on their ass to replace it. Did you get a warranty with it? I do strongly always recommend people who buy pre-builts get a fucking warranty. Always get warranties. If you like, I build my own stuff, so the warranty's on me. Newegg is where I used to get all my parts from Newegg. I don't anymore because I have an Amazon card where I get points back from ordering stuff on Amazon. There are situations where I would order off of Amazon or off of Newegg if it's just cheaper, but for the most part, I just order off of Amazon because I get 5% back on every purchase. And you forgot Lala Birdman shows up, or Breadman shows up in the tow track. I don't even remember that. Lala Breadman. So how does I want to change my controller? But it's doing away with my other menus. Can you not transfer your PC thing over? See how old this shit is? dear. Okay. Southern Carbuncle was there. You were there. I think you were there. Don't need that. You were there. Aetherflow was. Don't know. You were here. Resurrect. Oh, hi, fancy meeting you. Were you here? Did I miss you, Kent, while I was trying to pay attention to all my other shit? I'm sorry. I was a laptop user until I got a desk screen and began draining more energy. My laptop can do ray tracing, but when the large screen, the amount of energy drained made the battery at 98%, even when charged. Oof. Don't ask me about laptops. I don't know shit about laptops. I always do desktops. My daughter has a laptop, and that's it. Yo there, adventurer. Curious about the Marauders Guild. Oh, we actually read this shit already. All right, there we go. Well then, here's a bit of guild history, so you know we were getting into. It all started with ships, you see. We've ships got to do the action, you ask? Well, building them would be pretty difficult without a sturdy tool to lay down their tree timbers. Ah, yes, only the navigator himself knows where a ship will run afoul, or a storm, or worse. It makes sense for the crew's carpenter to carry an axe on board, but any tool on a ship can become a weapon, and the axe is perfect for hooking yourself over the rail of an enemy vessel, letting loose in a whirl of steel. I generally lay waste to all about ye. As more seafarers took up an axe as their weapon of choice, so did the bloody art of marauders beginning to take shape, specifically among pirates, where strength and skill decided your place in the world. With an eye of assembling crews on a battle-ready raiders, the pirates started teaching the proper way to wield a chopping blade to their new recruits, and that's how the Marauders Guild first came to be. After the Galdean Accord was signed, though the Marauders Guild was never the same, it was taken over, restructured, and purged of its pirate elements. It had been reborn as an institution dedicated to not but the teaching of axe fighting. The members of this Marauders Guild weren't no greedy, driven cutthroats neither. They were warriors who sought to use their martial powers for the good of society. Still keen, are you? Think it over and let me know if you decide to join our ranks. Yeah. You decided then. You're ready to join the Marauders Guild. All right, then. That all needs doing now is to speak with the Axe Master himself. Sounds simple. I've seen folks sleek out the door rather than put themselves in the path of the unnerving glare. That's the bloke right there in the middle of the room. Wern's on. I'm calling Wern. Put some steel in your spine, look straight in the eye, and talk to him with good fortune. No, you didn't miss me. I was talking about meeting La Habrea and Totorak. I was like, oh yeah, you're here. Oh, was La Habrea in Totorak? What? I don't remember that. Yes, I'm Wern, Axe Master they call me. Not the most imaginative of the titles, I agree, but one should not underestimate the value of directness. I welcome your interest in our guild. Thou art the marauder is used to rend and cleave and to destroy. It is not our way to simply unfight our adversaries. We seek to overwhelm them. The marauder must be the most powerful and enduring presence on the battlefield. We must account for the most enemies defeated. Our role in combat is that of steel whirlwind, dealing death and destruction without equal. No doubt the question has already been put to you by Butabo. What? But once more shall I challenge the commitment you are prepared for the bloody carnage that awaits initiate of the Marauders Guild. Sure. There's a lot of people waiting for the event. Very well, your name. Attend me well then. Wind up or Baru. Hold fast to this moment of dedication. The path of the Marauder is a jagged and perilous one. The blood that spills at your feet will often be your own. I present to you this axe as a symbol of the commitment. Your first lesson shall be to hold it. Now grip it. Grip the heft with your both hands and set yourself in a solid stance. Do you unlock gear sets? The jumping puzzle. Oh, Violet's gonna hate that. Aye, you cut a sticking figure one Baru, but heroic posing is unlikely to cut a sway through your enemies. You stand now as a student of the axe. Let us waste no time in testing the edge of your chosen weapon. You shall wade straight away into combat as befits a novice of our discipline. Go forth and slay belittling, scurrying, and crawling pests and plague at the outskirts of Limsa. The lost land, wolf rats, and ladybugs shall be your piteous adversaries this day. Return to me once 3 of each creature has been slain. Okay. They remade the course. I have no idea what you are talking about. But do you have a way to switch back and forth between PC and controller, or do you always have it on? Because I wanted to keep my bars up like it is on PC. Wait a minute. Or I'm sorry, keyboard and mouse. Either or. I use controller, but I use mouse for menus. But like, I can't import my bars and stuff from keyboard and mouse, can I? Because like when I change here, if I switch this comes back, but my controller layout's gone. You can't have crossbar on. Oh. Well, what I wanted is my sidebars and stuff. I wanted those to stay. I wouldn't have even imported it if that wasn't the case. Oh, well, how do I target something else there? Like, it's not bumper, which is what I would feel like it should be. Like, how would I change this? I just got a 750 watt gold EVGA, $50 off. That's actually a really good price. Or really good off. How much did you end up paying for it? 750 watt gold should be on sale like 79 ish. Yeah. I guess it could be closer to 100. I don't know what prices are right now. I'd have to look. Yeah, that makes sense. Is it 100% modular? So how do I, like, I want to tab target. How do I tab target? So I have to use the D-pad to target? That seems so inefficient. See, I would have it like right and left bumper would be tab, like, or one of the bumpers would be a tab targeting. And I would have push down on thumbstick as auto run. So can I change that? Hold up. Where's... Where's the fucking controller layout? This is for mouse and keyboard. Gamepad. Oh. Okay. Wait. Well, it doesn't work. What the fuck? How is that supposed to work? Oh, I don't like it. I like how I don't know how to use extra toolbars with the controller though. All mine are emotes, tele mount, so I clicked them. Life in this game becomes so much more easier once you get a chocobo mount. So yeah, it does. My birthday just started. I'm 21 now. My parents got me a desktop. I'm using the money I earned to make the things more efficient. I'm living with them because of Alaska, and my dad is in the army. I mean, there's no shame in living with your parents, especially in this day and age. fucking save as much money as you can do. If your parents are allowing you to stay, I'd stay as long as you physically can and save as much money as possible. There's no shame in living with your parents. I'm gonna do this fate, I guess. All right, this targeting is gonna be the fucking death of me. How do y'all do this? This is terrible. Don't say it so loud. Your daughter will hear. Look, man, this day and age, it's not like it was even when I turned 18 and like moving out. Like shit's tough now. Rent's like stupid overpriced. Food's overpriced. Gas is overpriced. It's freaking hard to make it now. Yeah, but like in this day and age, just turning 18 doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna be able to take care of yourself. Actually don't have that mount yet. My parents had to move out from their parents because of you. What? Oh, because they had a kid. Well, I have 2 kids. I mean, I would love it if they both go to college and leave at 18, but I don't think that's gonna, I'm thinking that's probably not gonna turn out that way. Well, Violet, how do you target anything? I know you talk about targeting being a pain already, but like, do you have to use the D-pad and do this? My grandma hated my dad because he was Catholic, but when she heard about me, her mood changed to a kind and gentle old lady. Yeah, I do that, but I need to tab target. Like I don't understand how tab target's supposed to work in this. Like I would have it on a bumper, but I can't even see how to change it. When I tried to change it, it didn't do anything. You're returned to me in a different man already. Your face shows a harder cast, a realization of slaughter of which you are capable. But there is much training to be done before you are to wield an axe to its fullest potential. Learn well your lessons and build your strength and make each swing an instinctive act. Every blow of your weapon will clear another step towards the mastery of the Marauder way. Implacable, relentless, such must be your momentum of both the practice grounds and the battlefield. No, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as this. Next Marauder quest will be at 5. I'm already there. You've approached me with the Marauder stride, determined to unswerving and bereft of the hesitation that marked our first meeting. I am pleased that time has come for you to begin a new stage of our training. Now that sets the axe aside for the gladius or the dagger, it is the raw and simple destruction wrought by its thick, heavy blade, and the overwhelming power can only be properly directed by extraordinary physical strength. Thus, we've come to the core of today's lesson. Such strength as a marauder must possess. It's developed through a traditional method passed down through the generations of the guild, a method that you too shall be taught to employ. Present yourself to Broenbar in the practice area downstairs, and he shall instruct you further. Oh, I was glad I was able to help. The settings I have on my main are pretty good. I can't remember what they are, so my alt is not as fun. You know you can transfer all that stuff over, right, Kat? I'm doing pretty good. That's what I did a minute ago. I went and found the files and transferred. That's why I have like everything imported now from Beauregard to here. So check this out. When I switch this back to mouse and keyboard, this is the layout that I use for it's just copying a folder. The Ice Master told me you'd be on your way. My name's Bronbar. Good as it is to meet you, new Marauder. Now we axe wielders build strength and control by splitting boulders. That's right. Our traditional method involves smashing a rock with your axe, which is terrible for axes. But you can't just use any old swing. You need to hit the rock just so. Rothgem, a fellow Marauder, is waiting for you outside the Zephyr Gate at the bridge. The Rogue River. She'll tell you what needs to be done. You're not that lazy, Cat. You can do it. It's not that bad, Pool. It's bad, but not that bad. I think you are overselling it. Never got to figure it out because I just a matter of clicking to the right. I also never found the option to zoom, like to have the zoom out by default. I don't know the depths of your laziness. I can imagine. Greetings, lad. Ready to split some stones, are you? I have 3 nice hard rocks for you to build up sweat. Don't try nothing fancy. Just hit them with a good heavy swing. How am I supposed to target this? See, it will not target this, so I have to do this. I like that. Beating up rocks is the Marauder way. That's the way to do it, lad. Now you've got the idea. Why don't you have it at him a little harder with a heavy swing? A heavy swing. Know what that is? Any more bugs? I need 3 bugs. And does anybody else controller just randomly stop walking? Like I've run into a wall when there's nothing there? Because this has happened to me twice now, where it just stopped moving forward. I can see you're a natural. My head's still ringing with the sound of cracking boulders. Take yourself to the Axe Master Wern and let him know you're ready for something harder. Yeah, I'm ready to break harder things than boulders. Was it hammer time? It was. Like some things are definitely easier on a controller, but I don't know if the couple of things that give me a hang up are gonna work out for me. As the training loosened your muscles and focused your mind, wind up. An urgent request has helped. Request for help has arrived from the Red Rooster Steed, and I have chosen you to respond. It appears a hostile group of megalocrabs has unwittingly elected itself the next test of your prowess. As this is your first outing as an official Marauder duty, you shall be accompanied by a veteran conjurer by the name of Squawkwab. She awaits you at the floor below. Oh. Hi, Baru. I know who you are. My brother often has me escort his fledgling marauders on their more dangerous tasks. I suppose Wern expects you to give me the details then. Very well. I see. The farmers need us to clear out the megalocrab's nest near the Morning Widow in Lower Lenosha. I shall try to find your way over. Or I shall trust you find your way over there. Just don't forget your act. I can think of 2 historical weapon channels that would throw a fit, and maybe half an hour vid on the idea of smashing a perfectly fine axe on rocks. Right? Seems dumb. You just saw a bot go underground and they were in a CS above ground and left CS, then swoop back underground. Violet saw a bunch when she was gathering materials for the crafting gear. It's amazing how blatant they are. God, I feel like that they like just Final Fantasy alone. If they would just have like an active GM at all times, they could easily just get rid of tons of bots all the fucking time. Where's this quest? Oh, right here. Not what I was aiming for. Seems like the targeting in this is going to be just as bad. Oh. Oh no, they're toads. I don't want to play the toads though. I'm here for the creams. Looks as if nobody's home. Maybe they knew we were coming. Aid, I need aid. Please, it's my grandson. Them snippers got him. I told Sighard not to get too close. I told him. Get that weapon ready, or we need to move now. When do they start calling you by your last name? Can I change that? Oh my God. I wish they made a better report format for obvious things like bot trains and starting areas. Yeah, they really should. It's a pain in the ass to report people in this game. It's always been a pain in the ass. They need an automated report system. If they did that, they would get a lot of bots a lot quicker. Oh, bugger and shit. Get away from me, you bloody great bastard. We just gave that kid a really creepy look. Where are they? You know, why is it even more cramped? Why can't I just vault the 3 and been done? Like, why does that have to be even more cramped? I don't get it. You're just arbitrarily padding the length of this quest. Oh, we gotta wait for Braun to show up. Got room for one more and can't let the novice have all the fun. Dang, Squam's like fucking ready. Because giant enemy crabs do not get old. Crab people. Thank you, mister. I thought I was dead for sure. I can't even play outside no more. What's with all these scary monsters about? Me ma and my da. It was both killed by some nasty bugger not so long ago. and Archus, big as a mountain. This is big, like buffalo things. But I bet you could beat them. Yeah. Make it pay for what it did to my folks. You take it easy now, son. There's a whole guild full of strapping lads and lasses with Baru here who'd be glad to do just that. And you need to, all you need to do is head home with your grandpa and let us worry about the big nasty bugger. Oh man. Well, consider your final duty a success, Baru. It's time for you to head back as well before Wernzon begins to worry. I've left a corpse for the crabs. That was the level 5 question. Event has started, chat. Bum, 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 bum. So if you guys are ready for the summer event, it is now started. I'll probably be doing that this weekend on my main. I'm too low level to do it. It was bad. So you have shattered the shells of the Mechalo crabs and saved the life of a child into the bargain. Thus does our violent craft prove its merit. Well done, Wanda. Though no longer a threat to the farmers, you should know that it is unusual for such crabs to be found near the stead. By all accounts, the creatures were ousted from their usual feeding grounds by a more fierce beast. And the boy's parents were but two of the many victims to fall in its rampages. It is the threat that must be dealt with ere long. I'm double clicking for some reason. I'm only hitting it once, but it's doing it twice. Or maybe not. Do thoughts of vengeance fit through your mind? Or wait, do thoughts of vengeance flit through your mind? Wind up. Nurture those urges, but do not act upon them. This monstrosity is far beyond your present skills. If you will answer the lad's cry for revenge, you must grow stronger, become a raging behemoth. This challenge demands. You got me a little axe. Where would Dodo's be? Dodo's not here. All right, I'm gonna go run to the bathroom, chat. We'll be right back. All right. Fixing my BRB screen. Looks like it's been off for a while. Oops. No, we need to find dodos. What do y'all think is going to happen to Final Fantasy 14? Most MMOs at this point start losing a lot of their player base. Final Fantasy gained, which is weird. I've been trying to think of where World of Warcraft was at this point. Can't remember. Need somebody to come bring me a whole bunch of eggs. Where's everybody and all their boiled eggs? What the fuck am I stuck on? What am I stuck on? How does this work? That bad, huh? Or the jumping puzzle is going to be a pain. Uh-oh. Did you see that, Vi? I have to do it for. What do you get for the jumping puzzle? Nothing. Oh, it was just there? That's great if you don't have to do it. You have to do half of the quest. You would think it would have achievement tied to it. We're just trying to get level 10. Once we're level 10, we can move on. So I want to give you guys a little idea. These things right here, when A Realm Reborn first came out, or even in beta, Mobs were a little overpowered. They weren't quite dialed in. And I think that even carried on for some of the beginning of AAR. These right here used to kick your fucking ass. They're like, these things freaking hurt. Now they barely even dent you. See, I don't like having to pull the trigger or hold the trigger every time I want to do an ability. Like, I just want to be able to like pull the trigger once and be able to do abilities, and then let go of the trigger and then pull it again to stop me being able to use abilities. I don't like how it currently is. Because like now, like my pointer finger fucking hurts. It really hurts. Maybe like invisible edges and corner jumps. Nope. If I don't have to do it, I ain't gonna do it. I'll tell you that now. That's a lot of mobs. Ow. Oh no, I need to run away. Oopsie. I'm like you, Thancred, or Laha Bread Boy. What? I'm playing through AAR. I keep looking at Thancred with expressions because I'm wondering when Laha Bread took over. How you say it? I'm not really sure. Don't we technically see La Habreja at the beginning cutscene though? Have you seen that meme of in itself? Vi, did I send it to you? The picture of the old man? Did I send that to you? Let's see if I can find it. I'd have to like search. Me and Vi like send memes and shit to each other like all the time. And I don't know if I sent that to her or not. Well, wait, actually, maybe it's in my Final Fantasy memes. Maybe in there. I noticed I posted something in Final Fantasy memes that didn't need to go in Final Fantasy memes. No telling when that was. I don't see it readily available either. Wonder if I can find it. Let's see. All right. I can't find the direct meme, but I just want to point out something. This is him itself. So how did this become this? Isn't it weird though? I understand that, but it's weird that he took over as Solus, right? it's just weird. I wish I still had the meme of it though. I mean, considering how big Varus and Xenos are, he probably grew where his wife was huge. Baru, I've gathered information I could concerning the beast that young Serhard bade you slay. The tale's name is the creature of Kajuta. Those who have witnessed Kajuta in the terrifying flesh can call him the Stampeding Mountain, such as immense size and bulk. Again, I will not seek to dissuade you from claiming vengeance for the boy's parents. In fact, I encourage it. About to topple this lumbering colossus, you must first become its equal in strength and ferocity. As a single step towards a distant goal, I send you to blind iron mines. We have hard word that folk are falling prey to the claws of the local Galgas. It is your task to protect the weak from the utterly unruly creature. Learn to channel that rage inside you and let your axe blade sing in a righteous slaughter. Is any slaughter righteous? I don't know about that. How do you justify slaughter as righteous? Speaking of which, where are all those cloning vats from Emmett and Garlemald now? Here's another thing that I want everybody to really think about. We know what Castle Garlemald looks like now because of the Tower of Babel, right? Interesting thing, the Tower of Babel was erected during like this shit thing that happened with Xenos, correct? That was not there before. However, that picture of the Tower of Babel and the looks of it has been on the map since like A Realm Reborn or some shit. Isn't that interesting? Did it again. It just stops moving forward. Oh, it looks exactly like how it is now, which is, I don't know. It's really strange to me how it's depicted in previous versus how it is now. I'm still disappointed that we didn't get to see Garlemald before it was destroyed. I think it would have been a lot cooler if we could have like seen Garlemald, even if it was just like in a cutscene. We could have seen the entirety of Garlemald as a whole before it became what it is. But we get like very little bits. Most of them are indoor shots. But there wasn't much outdoor. It was mainly indoor. I just hate that it's been such a lead up to get to Garlemald and we only get there after it's a fucking wreck. You know? I was really interested to see how this like Cerulean nation really lived. Because they had no magic and they were in a tundra. Like a very harsh living environment. Where is teleport? But no. Go to this other quest while we're out here. Like, we got more on Winrit than we did Garlemald. Is it Winrit? Am I saying that right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The city that Gaius kind of had. Whirl it, not Winrit. Whirl it. Also wanted more shit with the burn. I'm one of those people that like really want areas that they just barely touch in. Like, I think the burn is a fascinating area. All of the Boja shit, I feel like there's not enough information there. Rabinaster, Dalmasca, all that stuff is just very lightly touched and under a Garland rule, which it shouldn't. It's not now, so perfect time to go there. Also, after all these dragons and we still haven't seen Mericidia. What's fuck? Well, we only see it, see its port town of Thinkliffe. Don't know if the capital will whirl it, but maybe not. Well, I guess we get to see whirl it on fire. I wonder what those sea dogs are trying to steal when there's no harvest. Oh, good. To see the tools back in a serviceable condition, which will be more than I can say about Severin when we get our hands on him. The wrench likely had a role in that theft. spied him meeting the pirates in secret. I don't know. I couldn't care less. The world. Oh, Westrel won't work. But when the consorts that cut purses that take our tools away, he crossed the line. I don't know what I just read. Stalin ought to know what sort of scrawwag he's dealing with. Take word to him, would you? And can we just speak regular words? Just regular ones. Pitter pat, pitter pat, pitter pat, pitter pat, pitter pat, pitter pat. I'm gonna camp on this hill. That Mericidia comes with the Corsair, the new scouting job to sail south and rediscover a land of dragons. That'd be awesome. I'm down with that. Pirates making off with our tools. Preferal. I don't know how to say the name. Did well not to take matters into his own hands. Last thing I need is blood on my crumps. But I'll be damned if Severin thinks he can take us for fools. His treachery won't go unpunished. I mean, none of this is going to be beneficial to me. I'm going to get a new axe level anyway. I come to expect a great deal from you, lad, if you've never once let me down. Yet, why'd I ask you to goes beyond aught I've asked before? Would you hear my plea? It eases my mind to have your ear. You're no doubt familiar with the scoundrel Severin by now. We now return you to your regular scheduled monthly squat session brought to you by the one and only Ellie. Hey, Mark. Please look forward to it. All right, let's do some squats. Get our Ellie squats in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Ellie squats. Thank you, Ellie, for the sub. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. You're no doubt familiar with the scoundrel Severin by now. Yes, I'm very. Well, the scheming scapegrace is at it again. Since the letter came for him, he's been skulking about in the manner he does when he's up to no good. Now he's round up his rogues and buggered off with nary a word to anyone. Grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me that this is different. Because it ain't exactly damning. But when last had words with him, he didn't look defiant so much as haunted. Can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. So I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag him back here before it's too late. Cool. The ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he gets, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. I suppose he reminds me a bit of my younger self. Suffice it to say, I'd rather he didn't come to a sticky end. As for how to find him, try asking Grenwad at the Aetheryte. Sorry, she was the last one to see him. I dare say she'll be able to tell you where he was headed. I need like a thing that pronounces the names of these rows. Because, man, I have trouble pronouncing these names. What kind of language is it supposed to be, anyway? Nothing that passes through these gates escapes my notice. I saw the Rouser and his rabble set out for the Woad Whisper Canyon not long ago, singing about drinking themselves stupider. Cheeky sobs said I should join them. I told them I'd rather shrivel up than sip whatever it was that they had pickled their brains. If you find the idle swine, be sure to give them a cuff around the ear. me, will you? With all those W's and Y's and F's. Looks Welsh. I don't know anything about Welsh. They're pronounced face to keyboard noises. I need to make a record just this. Uh-oh, what did that open? I somehow opened Feedback Hub. Scandinavian? Oh. I just wish I could pronounce it, or I had a way to like plug it into something that would pronounce it for me. I feel bad like uber butchering these names because I have no idea how it would sound out, you know? I'm already dyslexic and a terrible reader. The last leg of the jump tower is no joke. It's so hard. Did you finish it? Whenever I hear Merweb's say her name, it just sounds like a little Welsh. I've heard it. Well, I mean, Merweb, help me here. Was it Murimbrea? Am I saying that right? Did I say that right? Murimbrea. There's a few that I can pronounce, but not many, and only because I've heard it. Of all the dirty, deceitful, downright dastardly deeds that slippery bastards done, claiming to take the lads out for a drink only to lead us straight into a bloody trap, I don't get no lower than that. Curse, I've learned to stay a step ahead of old Severin, so I was ready. But the others weren't so lucky. You gotta help them. Made it halfway. It's toothpicks and invisible ledges and corner jumps. Oof. Like this. How would you read that name? Irimhus? Irimhus? Huh? Aramis? Would that be Aramis or Aramis? You see? I don't know how to do it. Oh, I can't English. My axe may as well have been a white flag for all the good it did. Hope you fare better than or the sorry bastards in there are done for. My little ass. Severin might have got us into this mess, but it ain't about to let him give his life for us. I'd sooner bow to the fishbacks than be in the coveting bastard's debt to arms. Seawolf woman can only use the following 8. Breda, bride, game jewel, Lona, gatherer, raid, rel doe, Tira's sister, Katha daughter, Wib woman, and Wada willow. So Merweb is literally sea woman? Interesting. True knave. You betray even yourself, Severin. Ugh. We were prepared to overlook the matter of your desertion and the condition that you provide us with suitable replacements. That was agreement. Well, that kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy XI, because the Galka in Final Fantasy XI were kind of like Native American names, like Large Wolf or Big Bear and stuff like that. There are names like that, and I guess this is like a play on that, but using a different way to do it. So like Sea Woman, they have a different like words and phrases to make up those. So maybe it's just a twist on the Galka to not to be so much on the nose. Does that make sense? We were prepared to overlook the matter of your desertion of the condition that you provide us with a suitable replacement. That was the agreement. The Hellsguard do the Galka thing? Hellsguard, where were they? Yet your latest change of heart leaves your debt to us unpaid. Few are those betray the Serpent's Rivers twice. You will not do a third time. The Sea Wolves do it in ancient Row language, yeah. Cowering behind your protector will only delay the inevitable. Honorless wretch, your life is all you have left. And worthless though it be, we shall take it. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, and I shall smite mine enemies. Interesting. Easy. Easy, Clay Golem. Like, Sea Wolf Man would be like Essensong would be free, while his Hellsguard Row would just be Flawed Valley. Same naming convention, different language. That the golem could be vanquished. The man is no ordinary adventurer. And he's gone. That snake slithered away. I'm glad he did not have a chance to sink his fangs more deeply into you. I mean, Clay would be a downgrade from the rocks you smashed earlier. True. Those pirates do not belong to any of the no-Limpson factions. Who do they serve? The Beast Tribe? Surely not. But the timing of the appearance coincides all too neatly with the recent surge of Sahagin and Cabal activity. Something is afoot. The question is what? Why is my brain just not working? Could it be that the tribes are planning to summon their primals? 12 help us if it should prove so. Limsa would be hard pressed to keep a single primal at bay, let alone two. But all is yet speculative or speculation. I must find the evidence. The sea continues to rise, while the western moon continues to fall. And alm by alm, the world becomes ever more unlike itself. It is as Lewis Swaff foretold. The coming of chaos has rendered the laws of nature mutable, blurring the boundaries between the material and aether planes. Little now stands between us and the primal. But they are not here yet. Though time be against us, hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of Sarlan ring more true. Doesn't that device allow them to see Aether? Never did I dream that I would possess the means to see Aether. Yeah, I just answered your question. Yet now that I do begin to take it for granted. How swiftly do the wonders of Charland seem commonplace. So that's a very interesting, because she ends up not needing that thing. Hilarious part about that is they so either dropped it or retconned the fuck out of it, because anytime she was supposed to see Aether, wasn't that draining her life? Like, wasn't she like literally supposed to be cutting her lifespan? Like, I feel like that got that plot line dropped by the wayside. Charlie and Thingamabob. Here you go. Have you come for the festivities? Today's maelstrom officially makes the Great Hole in the Sea its training ground. Join in on the celebration. What a disturbance in the aether flow. But whence does it emanate? Garoto, perhaps? No. I could have swore it was draining her lifespan. Am I incorrect? Was there a translation error? Because I could have swore in Heaven's Word it stated that it was draining her lifespan. What have we here? Can we walk? Maybe it was a translation error, but I could have swore, yeah. Could have swore it was. That's why I always thought it was very strange that it was never brought up again. Because I was expecting Y'shtola to die. Like, when Endwalker finally came up, I was like, I wonder if Y'shtola is finally going to die, because like, and not of anything tragic other than her using her ability to the point that her lifespan's now out, because she was supposedly cutting her lifespan due to that shit with her eyes. It is regrettable. No, he eluded me. Understand, I will inform the Commodore. There would be actual riots. I mean, they would have released. I mean, it's been planned. You collapsed from your exertion. Are you suitably recovered? Severn here has apprised me of all that's transpired. His account sheds some light upon how you came to be attacked by the golem of all things. A golem is a mindless automaton, an inert, save for the command to be otherwise. Common pirates could not have controlled such a thing, or arcanes of its working. How do you explain all the other golems that are out there? Within the tattooed wretches are no common pirates. They are the minions of Sahagins. As to the purpose, well, I shall get to the bottom of it. But first, I must escort Severn back to his place of employment. I dare say Sterlin will be wondering what has become of him. And you too, for that matter. I would bear word to him of your preservation, but I am certain he would like to thank you in person. Pray pay the man a visit. He told me of you, but perchance did he tell you of me? My name is Y'shtola. I am a naturalist of sorts, surveying the aether in the hope that it might offer up some clue as to our predicament. I'd say I'd owe you my life, but that doesn't cover it. That don't cover it. If it weren't for you, my friends would be dead and all. 'Tis a debt that I can never repay, but I'll not make things worse by running away. Take me to Summerfield Farms, and I'll face the consequences. For reasons I cannot fathom. You seem forgive me. Perhaps we shall have a chance to speak again when I have marshaled my thoughts. Until our paths next cross, farewell. I actually thought that in Heaven's Ward that Thancred, or not Heaven's Ward, I'm sorry, in Walker that Thancred was going to be dead. Like, dead. Because his situation was very different from everybody else's situation, because he was more in tune with Dynamis just because he had no Aether anymore, or no ability to channel Aether. Which again would make more sense since the landmass is still there. Just saying. That landmass should no longer exist if Thancred's back. Tell me I'm wrong, Pool. Tell me I'm wrong. Back again, you realized you did the wrong math? Uh-oh. What math do you do wrong? Lo, I knew you'd return. Your stolen delivered Severin and Bigo. Tales of your heroic deeds precede you. The rest came shuffling back too. A lot of them sporting the same haunted expression. It's me who's to blame for that. That and the rest. That and the rest. I was once a serpent reaver. A thrall to the Sahagin 7 hell. Reavers may look and sound and act like pirates, but they're not but the fish-backed flunkies. Us pirates ain't much for laws, but there are things we won't do. We've got a code. See, but the Reavers never followed a word of it. A few years back, they started snatching law-abiding Lamentsons. I'd only just taken my oath when the captain bent the knee to his new Sahagin masters. I knew I had to get away. So I crept off in the night, got myself a new name, and found myself a new home, Summerfield Farms. Trouble is, secrets don't stay secret for long around here, and word soon spread all the way back to the sea. Plenty of desertions and death, but the Reavers offered me a way out. Instead, my freedom in exchange for my mates. The letter. I don't know what I was thinking. I was bloody thinking, or I wasn't bloody thinking. Too busy soiling myself. Aye, but you got there in the end, didn't you? When the time came, you made the right decision. The men say little to me, but I hear them talk of you stood up to the Reavers at the last, of how you tried to give them, give your life to save theirs. But that as it may, no deed, however good, can atone for the crimes betraying your brother. I know that. I do. That's why I'm going to hand myself over to the Yellow Jackets and bring some to the farm no more. You'll hear no arguments from me. Each man must sell according to his own moral compass. I just hope that it guides you back here someday. There will always be a place for you at Summerfield Farms, lad. I'll always be in your debt, Sterling. I was about to pay $236.97. That switched from EVJ to Corsair, which went from 100 to $80.99. So I realized Amazon doesn't tax the 90 cents, so it costed more. Corsair has a 90% or a 10% discount, so I would spend $80.99 instead of $89 on EVGA to Corsair. For what? Power supply? Ah. EVGA has really good warranties. I'm an EVGA guy. Corsair's fine. I'm just the EVGA guy. I've had very good business with them for a very long time. So I'm pretty happy with their products. Especially their fucking warranty systems are amazing. Are you adept too? Wind up. Not only not once have you let me down. Thank you for saving the men of my farm. If I can ask one more favor of you, it is of this. Tell Bedron what's happened from start to finish. I'm certain he would put a good word in for Severin if he knew the whole story. And he's one of the few people I know who the Yellow Jackets will listen to. Boba Chat. Howdy. Welcome everybody from Boba Chat stream. Dang, you're out late and you're doing Elden Ring. Fucking nice. How you liking Elden Ring? I sunk over 100 hours in that game. It's fucking lovely. Enjoyed every fucking second of it. How you doing, Waffle? Oh, nice. Welcome everybody from Boba Chat stream. I'm Bargard. I'm doing a year of Final Fantasy. I'm playing through all the Final Fantasy games back to back. We are now doing Final Fantasy 14, but with 14 we're just going to be doing a Realm Reborn, the base game, and then moving on to 15. We've been doing a lot of Final Fantasies this year. It's been a fucking trek. If you'd like to see the list on my marathon, that's where we're at right there. It's a lot of shit. So we've been doing quite well. That's not the button. You beat Margaret. Nice. I like it. What kind of build are you working on? How you doing, Batdam? Also, guys, if you don't know who Boba Chat is, he is the leader of the Stew stream team, which is the stream team I'm a part of. A wonderful streamer. They do, we call it speed runs and stuff of Resident Evil. They play a lot of horror games. They also play Final Fantasy 14, but you don't actually stream 14, right? That's something you do off stream. I don't think I've ever seen you stream 14. Now, anyway, now doing a Elden Ring, but it's a good time over there. Very good vibes and lots of memes. So definitely check out Bobo. Yeah, I figured you did. Bobo created Marge Simpson. Oh, long. By the way, what's the stance on spoiler for this stream? Should it be New Game Plus and stream title? Should I call it New Game Plus? Because it's not in New Game Plus. How would I label that? I don't know how I would label it. Because it's technically not New Game Plus. This New Game Plus is an actual thing. Well, I reckon I've asked all I can possibly ask of you. Safe travels. And I've also been talking about mad spoilers in here too, so. Oof. Squeaky's Gladiator robe. Nice. So, this character is not on our data center, by the way. I think you were here last night, Batdan, so you know about this. This character is on Aether. Cat had me make a character on their server, so what we did. This character's only going to Realm Reborn anyway, so heads up for anybody that came in from Bobo stream and did not want spoilers. We do talk about spoilers for the entire story of this game. I'm not going to keep quiet because at this point I've got too many hours sunk in this and trying to piece out where certain events happen. I'm not gonna bother trying to censor myself. But that being said, I do not know how to label the stream properly. I need to know more about Elden Ring. Like how many hours you got in now that you got in Market? I was like 20 some plus hours into the game before I even went to Market, I think. I was a good ways in. Should I just put alt? I'll just put alt in question mark, or I'll put alt in like parentheses. Is that like my, I don't know if I'll change my, I don't know. I don't know how I would do it. Disclaimer in this would be hard. Aether alt. Look at the title there. Did I do it good? Will that work? Welcome back. Interactions have saved many from needless injury and anguish. But though your efforts are to be commended, there is yet much work to be done. Kajata and the others of your vengeance has trampled a farmer's wagon. Wait, trampled a farmer's wagon as he thundered through the lands of Tiller's Rest. The foodstuff spilled from the overturned wain and have attracted all manner of hungry predators. Without produce from the market, the farmers will surely suffer from coin this season. Your duty is thus clear. Put down the rapacious scavengers and preserve the cargo. Okay. I need to get better at. Okay. That's the adventurers. Where's this one? On the farms again. We didn't get very far in the story. Hey, look! It's a A rank. That's scary, Mamulja. Go slap it? No. No. I don't want to die. I want to stay a pretty potato. We're going to be an unbruised potato. Yeah, this thing's far away. There's the food stuff. I got killed by this mob way back when I started. He stood right in front of their of the stair coming from the cargo lift. Oh, Bavulja? He was watching you. Be grateful. Hate how slow it is to like 360 my camera. Feels kind of slow. I wish it was as fast as that is to spin around. It's way slower. Yeah, it was a long day. I'm probably gonna have a rough week next week. I think one of my printers is gonna be out all week. He's having medical procedure on Friday. Once again, your capacity for carnage has been tested and proven. The creatures you defeated, however, were merely some of the mini base scavengers that subsist on the escapes left in the wake of Kajada's rampages. To face Kajada himself, you've yet required far more training, but do not despair, wind up. As Axe Master, and fellow marauder, this I swear, I will not rest until I have taught you how to wring every last ooze of power from your weapon until the blade of your axe can slice clearly through the thickest hide, the most knotted muscle, the densest bone. This mince will fade by your hand. Get some leather jack boots. Yep. All right, so he's done until 15. I think also Scholar's done until 15. Yeah, I think this is until 15 too. So now I can continue my main story. The hunker's only where else this again? No. Drowning Wind, shouldn't it? What is it? No, right. Bloody else. Life on the farm ain't quite how I pictured it. But you needn't worry yourself over Severin. The Yellow Jackets as hands out the punishment is a good mate of mine. I'll ask him nice and reckon be willing to commute the lad's sentence and hanging to nail hauling kind of gent And God, reading this is hard. Ah, I'm only jesting with you. I'll see he's treated fair. Now, it sounds to me like you've done everything old Stowron asked of you, eh? More justify me generous finder's fee in the process. Much obliged, lad. I like the other guy's English. As far as the reward, well, she's the lonely lad. Or lonely lady, this drowning wench of mine. Oh, you fancy keeping company for a spell with free room and board. Venture and trying business after all. Them as that don't rest their bones every now and again tend to end up in the broken ones. Ah, take it from me. Fighting ain't nearly so much fun when you're nursing a shattered arm. Got that? Good. There'll always be a free bed for you, so make use of it. I can use an inn. Not that you've much time for laying around with all the leaves you be doing. Oh, didn't I mention I'm putting your name down for leaves? I'm not going to be doing leaves. Our guild draws all manner of clients, offering all manner of odd jobs. Honestly, you'd be amazed at how much folk would pay to avoid doing an honest day's labor. Just give Tamakri a shout whenever you feel like making a few extra gills. She'll always have tasks for you to do. Oh, and it's all on the board in case you're wondering. We're careful to say on the admiral's right side. Unlike some pirates I can mention, I tell you, if it turns out that they ought to do with their kidnapping, there'll be 7 hells to pay, a proper bleeding reckoning. Mayhap that's what Limsa needs, though. Oh, rough seas, sometimes you're to rock the boat to the right. Well, but we'll have time for such talk when you're well rested. Till then, enjoy the wench's hospitality. Pants. Hey, are you fair, bar? Rested and ready to expand your horizons? Well, then I have an idea where you might try heading next. I've heard of the skylift out in the middle of Lenosha. If you were to visit the Wad Whisper Canyon, then you must have been up and down the thing at least once. It's that bleeding scaffolding attached to the descent. You've likely seen the lads and lasses out there using it on cargo up at the cliff face, and our hard labor. That, and I hear they could use an enterprising soul to pick up the odd jobs when no other bugger has time to deal with. Track down the head of the operation bloke by the name of Workrit, and he'll be sure to put you to work on a task. Damn, this guy, the way he talks, like I can't read pirate. I can't speak pirate very well. I'm not good at this. Now we go to the scout. Rum ration. I'm getting really tired of this area. This walking back and forth. This fucking suck, chat. Oh, this is all wrong now. So why does set 8 show up there? Like, why didn't it go 1, 2, 3? Why is it? Oh. No. Why does tapping it go to 8? I don't get that. Just think my little chocobo is a level 20 mount. So you just gotta do the part of the MSQ. That's how I kept myself sane running from place to place. Choco porters sit on the bus and tab out for something. No. I'll be alright. We'll make it. Brennan sent you out here, did he? And consider yourself welcome to the skylift. Look at the bloody cliff, will you? One blast of the fiery hell from a huge dragon was all it took to split the ground in half. Cargo still needs to get through though, so this mess of wooden pulleys was our solution to the problem. Well, one of them at least. If the gods were kind, as they ain't, I'd have about a dozen more workers to handle me growing list of headaches. I got new pants. Excitement, chat. We got pants. Glad to see glad to see you again, lad. A wagon driver just returned in a great bloody hurry, screaming about some monstrosity what sprang out of milkhorn seedling in his cargo. Seems like the gutless bastard tossed it over to the side of the for turning tail and running for his life. I need you to head down the road, recovering the seedling and delivering it to Lilith, over to Swift Perch and Western Lenosha. Whatever he pays you for the cargo is yours to keep. After all, I don't rightly know what else is lurking inside a plant. You deserve to reward your troubles. Oh yeah, if you find the Aetherite and Swift Perch, so the journey should be worth your while. I've already gone there. I thought it said for me to go to Swift Perch. You lying fuckers. How could you do that to me? He clearly said go to Swift Perch. Did he not? It says since you're over there, go to Swift Perch. Like, fuck, it's right here. Y'all ever seen a potato with such cute strides? Beautiful. Lugs. That's dangerous shit. Can't do that with current class. Is that the wrong job because of my thing? I think it is. Hold up. Yep. Scholar. What should I have out? Okay, ruin. Jim Shun. Now I'm supposed to get a swift perch. I feel dumb. I feel dumb. This person's name is Gadget Hackwrench. Whoa. There's apparently, I didn't just know, I guess let's skip over this. There's apparently an FC with the tag fuckboy. Oh, that is Gadget's last name. I miss Rescue Rangers. Chipping down. Rescue Rangers chipping down. Loved that show. Also, the video game was fun. Has Nemia herself forsaken this desolate land? Though I understand that there were risks in gambling my entire fortune of crop of milk corn, I expect, or I at least expected, the seedling to be delivered before a disaster struck. As you've undoubtedly noticed, Swift Perch lacks a certain... Wait, I messed up. Is that my milk-cord ceiling? Oh, joyous day. It may seem a partly beginning, or a plethora beginning, but the yield of this particular variety of crop plant is nothing short of astonishing. As you have undoubtedly noticed, Swift Perch lacks a certain, shall we say, vital energy. Thus, I mean to restore the modicum of hope to its residents by growing a veritable ocean of corn. You, sir, seem fit to bust with the vim of vigor. Might I persuade you to abide a while and help nurture this alien settlement? Sure. I guess I can do that. You there, adventurer. Cast your eyes towards the brewer's beacon. Does that light not seem uncommonly weak? It cannot possibly be bright enough to guide the ship sailing to the bay. I would march over to the lighthouse and investigate myself, but I'm on duty bound to remain at my post. I would consider it a favor if you could visit the brewing beacon and see if aught has befallen Clanswin, the lighthouse keeper. Well, we didn't get as far as I had hoped to get tonight, but I mean, we got Warrior up there, so that's something. I'm not supposed to have a ruby. I'm not supposed to have like ruby summon. Here, okay. Wait, was that all I needed? Okay, one more. That's a big old crab. That's a big boy. Gold 6 arm. Go away, crab. I don't want what you're selling. You say the Yellow Jacket sent you here. My light's gone dim, has it? Well, curse the bloody has. The bomb, what fuels my furnace, has up and buggered off. You see, if I don't get a beacon fixed up soon, there'll be trouble in the water. I know you're just a messenger lad, but can you tell the venturer, when I see one, or can you? But I can tell a venturer when I see one. I'm going to need you to chase down a bomb and bring back a claw from what ripped from a smoldering corpse. Take this here iron brazier and set her down in the middle of the flock somewhere near a scarecrow, I'd say, and you get a nice fire going. And your frisky bomb will soon be about. Watch you don't singe your eyebrows, lad. Jump. Still pushing the wrong button for jump. That's I don't know when I'm gonna get used. Don't you fat dodos attack my head. Don't you do it. Easy. Fucking easy. You need to take down this runaway bomb and bring me one of the little claws. Here. You got that ashy bastard, did you? Once I put this little firecracker in the furnace, it should keep things running for a while. I have made myself a bit of a look while you're gone. The Limeland curse. The Limeland cursed me. If the furnace weren't all bent and broken. Small wonder the bloody bomb was able to escape. Why did that go twice again? I patched things up as best as I could, but I ain't no smithy. You might want to chat with the Yellow Jacket friend of yours in Swift Perch and have him pass the word back to someone else in Limsa. Y'all can't see it, but there's a chat window that has like event chat, and I'm reading like when I accidentally skip past the dialogue, I'm reading from that list. I know there's nothing on the screen. You're like, what the fuck? And I'll show you, like right there. But we are at a pretty good stopping spot, so we're going to turn this quest in and we're going to call it here. Again, didn't get too far, but we did get warrior up to level, so that's good. The furnace is damaged, is it? Very well. I should write up a relevant reports, but the repairs must need to be effected without delay. It seems I have another favor to ask you, venturer. Take yourself straight away to the Armorer's Guild in Limsa and explain the situation to Forge Master Hansa. Okay. That's perfect, because we can just return back. All right, chat. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it. Big shout out and thanks to Boba Chat for the huge raid. I appreciate your face. Let's see if we can find somebody to raid real quick. You know what? There we go. Geronosos is a member of the Stew Stream team and is also playing Final Fantasy. Playing Final Fantasy 13. Oh wow. So I know my viewers just had to put up with that. We'll just throw everybody there. All right, guys. So if you haven't already hit the follow button, support the stream, help us share all the good stuff. You can also follow me on Twitter, but I haven't been posting on Twitter. Probably won't for a little. Probably never. I don't like Twitter. Anyway, join the Discord. And if you would like to check out other episodes of the Year of Final Fantasy, you can get those on my YouTube. Heads up though, I really just liked 13 and 13 Lightning Returns and 10 and 10-2. Not my favorite. But y'all say hello to Johnny Sauce, and I'm out of here. Y'all have a good morning or night, evening thing. I'm out. Bye.